All right. Welcome to another morning vintage premiere event. We're playing in the PAX Vintage Championships. We qualified for this event last weekend by playing Hollowvine to a 3-1 finish in the first prelim. Today we're running back 74 of the 75 that we played in the NYSE yesterday. The only change is I took the second Lavinia and turned it back into a Teferi for a more broad metagame approach, but it is still, two Lavinia with a Karn and focusing on these more unfair strategies. So yeah, but by changing this one card, we will, instead of getting second place, get first place. You got it? Everyone happy? If you want to go over this build, check out my video from yesterday. Because I'm not doing it again. Ready, set, go. I actually don't know what Mike is playing. I assume it's like, I assume it's Bizarre. I assume it's Hogaak or Hollowvine, and I assume, or it's Belcher. I'm gonna ask what he's playing though. It's only fair. He knows what I'm playing, right? I'm keeping this hand if it's Hollowvine or Belcher, even though I don't have a force for Belcher. I don't know if I would keep this hand if I knew it was Belcher. It is a Gack list. Okay. So it means I have to fetch Underground Sea, but I think it's still a keep, so. I didn't even put a needle or spyglass in my sideboard. I don't know how necessary it is. It's fine, but I mean, it would obviously be good in this match, obviously. But maybe I can cut like a balance or a trap for one in the future. I just didn't. It's fine. My deck's perfect. Fight me. So we're hoping not to take 8 damage from Vengevines on turn 1. That way we can Night's Whisper and try to find some more action. Because we're looking to Tinker. And we should be able to Tinker with Flusterstorm back up for Force of Vigor. That's kind of the plan. But to do that, we need to hit one more Moxen. Well, I actually need to hit 2 more Moxen if we can't use our Mystical Tutor until the next turn anyways. I do think I'm supposed to hold this repeal in case he chalices me. I guess I should know if he has chalice or not. No chalice in the main, so maybe I should just cycle this repeal then. I think I'm going to. I guess he can Vigor right now, and I'd be really sad. So maybe we shouldn't do that. I don't know. It's something that can be considered. Alright. So now we don't need... Now we don't need the Flusterstorm, but we are still short on Mystical for Tinker next turn by 2 mana. Sorry, by 1 mana. Short by 1 mana. I think we still Mystical for Tinker, and then we try to repeal our Sapphire and draw into a Moxen. We might want to force a Hogaak just to give us more time. Bloodghast, huh? Oh, he has a Wasteland. That's not good for the home team. Weird looking art. I assume he's just going to tap out for a Hogaak here. And I'm going to force it for tempo. think I would like to just scroll for an ancestral. Maybe I'm supposed to pitch Flusterstorm, but I think I'm trying to set up Tinker with Flusterstorm for Force of Vigor, but maybe that's like too greedy. Maybe I don't actually need to do all that. I shouldn't have cracked this. Now I'm exposed. Oh well. I should just Mystical for Tinker and just go from there, actually. I don't know why well, because I have Force of Will now, I don't need to have Flusterstorm up. So if we go to 11, Tinker from 11 life with no land drop, it's not ideal, but it's certainly a play. I don't, obviously, if I get Strip Mined here, I get punished by accidentally fetching, so. In which case, I probably have to put, I don't know, Ancestral on top or something. Which is obviously not what I want to do, but. Why is that quote wrong log? Shouldn't it say I can't believe we won that game? Yo, thanks Ubastacks. Get that. Alright, so down to 12. He has 4 cards in hand and isn't doing anything still. Oh, okay, that's fine. The only thing we want to force is Vigor. I still think we're just supposed to Tinker, though. Obviously, we have no land drop to use, but I think it's fine. Alright, chat, how good is our Citadel luck? I know our Citadel is not nice to us all the time, but hopefully it'll be nicer this time. Pay for life. It's never good. It's never good for me. This just makes them have lethal if we whiff. I really hate my Citadel. I need to replace it with like the promo art or something. It just wants to kill me. Alright, pay 4. Alright, this is fine. This is so far so good. Not really. The PO was bad, but this is okay. I think he's got Vigor still, too. And this is going to cost an additional life. Oh, this doesn't look good for us, to be perfectly honest. We have to hit pretty well. So he did have Vigor. I like how we played this game. I think we just, we might hit some bad variants here. Has a misstep, too? Yikes. Alright, we solved the misstep problem. Oh no! It's lethal! No! We weren't meant to play Magic today, I think. I don't think we were meant to play Magic today. Well, I can force it. No, I can't. I can draw misstep. No, I can't. I can... What can I cast while holding priority here that saves me? I already lost my Flusterstorm, so I don't think I have an out. I guess a misstep off the top is another 1 mana card. I don't have another Fluster in the main. I have 1 Fluster in the main. But then I have no mana. Then I have no card. Then I have no life. Alright, well, we'll still cast it, obviously. Alright, we died. I don't even know what I would, like, put on top. Alright, Gak stuff. Kind of unfortunate to lose to Gak in game 1 when they don't even have all their hate in, but I just want to have some fun. Something like that. I really don't. I swear, my Citadel kills me more often than it wins the game. The Monolith was fine. It didn't do anything bad, but it didn't do anything good. And I've just been kind of boarding it out a lot, to be honest. But that's just because I've been playing against a lot of unfair decks that attack my mana base. 33rd through 64, 17. Oh my god, the difference between 17 to 32 and 6 to okay. All right. I guess I'm thinking about how I can't drop. All right, this hand doesn't work. This hand doesn't function. God, these hands are just not very good. We're gonna keep this one though. Okay. What do you have? Deafening Silence, Rootwalla, Emerald, Stitcher, Wasteland. No white mana currently. I feel like we've drawn like solo opals so much recently. Hey, I boarded down an opal as well. I don't think this is good enough. That card does nothing. I have to play these out to get under Sunny Silence. Oh, Deafening Silence. But well, I don't think we're winning this game. My hand is like very medium. Oh, I hit the wrong one. Whoops. We have to kind of top deck Ancestral. Okay, next. Not terrible, I guess. If I don't get Vigored and I draw a Moxen, maybe we have a shot here. Looks like I'm getting Vigored though. Didn't get Vigored. I think he has Vigor though. If I can find another Moxen, maybe that'll be good enough. This is gonna be a Stitcher supplier. Okay. I didn't bid anything. Alright, he's definitely holding Vigor and Rootwalla. Please end me. There it is. Alright, I mean, I can draw Lotus, and then we can maybe win. Just another deafening silence. I mean, they're attacking with 1/1s, so we have time, you know. No, come on! Thanks, I appreciate that. Should I go for Yogwell here? Yogwell lets me get a land, a crypt, an opal, a swords, a probe, and a ponder. Whereas I can just get an ancestral or a balance. I have Yogwell, balance, or ancestral. Those are kind of my options. Go to 7, gives me 4 turns. Has Mindbreak traps. I think balance is kind of bad. As long as I cast my swords as my second spell. I'll go Yogwell, I think. Actually, I'm going to 6. It's kind of an unfortunate number, but the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to swords just to play around Mindbreak. Then if we find a Moxen, we get to use a blue spell. Obviously, I'm on like a 3-turn clock because I went to 6. Moxen? I just can't win though, man. If I find a Moxen there, I can ponder, and I'm in like decent shape. But like if they find, I guess they can't activate and find a white source. So they just drew a Savannah off the top. Okay, reasonable. Drew a Savannah off the top. Fair. Fuck. I mean, I have it. I have a Teferi that technically answers to the deafening silence for a turn, but boy, is that lame. Heal for 2. Teferi, bounce deafening silence, force it on the way back down. Go to 1. Come on! That's fucking unreal. No, I'm not plusing on Teferi, guys. I'm dead on board. I'm very, very dead on board. I actually, like, very just dead on board. I need to hit mana crypt here so I can PO. I don't. Oh man. I don't care, man. Just Mana Crypt would do it, to be honest, because it lets me pick up 4 cards off my PO. Alright, well, we ran about as cold as possible in both those games, so... we ran really cold. I wonder if we could have sequenced game 1 better to get a Tinker with more life total, though. We should go back and check. Cause I think I might have sequenced game 1 poorly. And it might have been my own fault. Let's go look. But yeah, no, that was really bad. How many players did we end up with? Oh, under 64. You love to see it. But yeah, no, that was really bad. I want to go to my stream. We end up with? Oh, under 64. You love to see it. But yeah, no, that was really. All right. Good games, Mike. I think I'm going to. I guess he can Vigor right now, and I'd be really sad. So maybe we shouldn't do that. Yeah, but I had Flusterstorm. I think the first thing I should have done in this game is repeal my own Moxen. I don't know. It's something that can be considered. Alright. So now we don't need... Because all I needed to find in this game was an additional free mana source. The Flusterstorm. But obviously we didn't find any. We are still because I ran into no, but if I just get an island and just go for the repeal, I can't go for the. I think I just play the fetch line, repeal my own Sapphire. I think we could have sequenced this slightly better to get like 1 or 2 more cards. We try to repeal our Sapphire, and I mean we would have drawn what? A Moxen. Just scroll, and then we could have scrolled for Ancestral. Instead of force a Hogaak just to go. So yeah, if we repeal our Sapphire, we draw scroll. We scroll for what did I do? We scroll for Ancestral instead of fetching for an Underground Sea, so they can't wasteland us. And then we can Ancestral on our turn and hope to find Moxen. Weird looking art. That might not even actually get us 1 turn ahead, but it gets us a lot more cards. Obviously, we don't know we're gonna draw scroll, but I think the. Actually, the problem with that line is we actually just can't deal with this Gak because we don't have a Force of Will. So it doesn't even matter. Alright, whatever. I don't know if we had a winning line from this game, actually. Obviously, I'm not supposed to fetch there, but... Yeah, I mean, I think we played this game fine. I don't think our line was, like, superb or anything, but we just whiffed on our Citadel.